Hi, Darlene. This is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you guys today. Promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you guys can do to maximize your traffic online and maybe improve upon your website a little bit. So, with that, let me get started. You're doing a lot of good things here. I love your vans and your logo. Looks great. You have your phone number here at the top. You know, uh, you have your badges here underneath. There's a form submit. So, you guys are doing a lot of good things. The one thing I would say when I was looking through the site is there's not a ton of content here. And content is pretty important for a couple of reasons. The first is so that you can be found for keywords. And you are being found for 73 keywords, and looking at what you're ranking for, most of it has to do with your name. Anything having to do with roof tech, you're getting a lot of traffic there. It's just a lot of it is specifically for your name, which is great. Uh, you've created a brand and you're doing well with it. The one thing I would say though is that any buyer intent keywords. So if I don't know uh, what I'm looking for, I'm just searching like Tomball Roofing or, Roofing Houston, Texas, or Houston Roofing Contractor. If I'm just searching for those things, you're really not being found because Tomball Roofing is one of the higher things that you're, outside of your name, obviously, and you're on the middle of the third page, so you're not going to really get any traffic there. So all these buyer intent keywords in Houston and Tomball, you're not really getting any traffic there. And I did a little search in Tomball, and there's almost 380 searches a month for roofing, and that's just roofing in there. If we go to Houston, there's thousands. So there's a lot of a lot of volume to be had. But say I wanted to rank for Tomball roofing, right? I would probably have that as a heading somewhere. I would have that. Oops. I would have that. Well, let's just go to your service page. I would have that within your text. I might even save an image as that keyword. So instead of this being services page builders, this would be saved as Tomball Roofing or something like that. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently if you have that keyword verbatim within your content in a couple of different places. So pretty important to have those keywords there and to, because Google wants to see those keywords throughout your content. It makes things a lot easier, and the more content you have, the more keywords you could be found for. And also, it is a ranking factor. So one of the reasons why Wikipedia, Yelp do so well is they just have a ton of content. And Google has an algorithm to determine what websites get ranked higher than others, and in that algorithm, content, both quality and quantity, comes into play. So content's super important and definitely really good for you if you're able to get a ton of content there. So content, definitely my first tip in terms of those buyer intent keywords and adding throughout your site. Before I go into my second tip, really, one thing I noticed is that your site's not secure, and this could have an effect on your ranking as well because you really want a secure site. Google doesn't like it when it's unsecure, and then if anybody comes to your site for any reason, their information could potentially be hacked. So really important to make sure all your sites are secure. My second tip would involve your Google Business Profile. So you really want to build this up because this can pull a lot of traffic to your site. And how you really want to build this up, there's a lot of different ways, but I'll give you 3. The first is reviews. You want as many 5-star reviews as possible. So, 2.3, very, not a high star rating. You want to be as close to 5 as possible. The way you get reviews, you can send out emails after the job's done, ask for reviews. There are review services. We can do that for you as well. Get 5-star reviews for you and really build that service up as well. And then, there's also one thing that we've found that's been successful is you get a QR code, you link it to your Google review form, You print that out, you laminate it, you give it to your installers. At the end of a job, they can give it to the property owner, and in a matter of seconds, if not a minute or two, you can have a review up on your site. So really effective, and a lot of times people find it hard to say no when somebody's there asking them. All this information you want consistently throughout the web. So here it says on Thursday you're open from 8 to 5. Really, if you have say you have a Yelp page or a Nextdoor page, Home Advisor, Angie's List, whatever it may be, if it said that you're open 24 hours or something, Google wouldn't like that inconsistency. They want to see that people will search on different platforms and get the same accurate information. So really important that your hours match, your address matches, your website, your phone number, all that stuff is consistent. And then last but not least, when you upload photos, you want them saved as keywords. So if I wanted to rank for Tomball Roofing, I would save a keyword as Tomball Roofing, or a photo as Tomball Roofing, and I would like maybe tag this location, and Google will feel that you did that roof or you did a service at that location. And you really want to kind of build it out and build it out and build it out until you're really covering a big portion of this, and it kind of balloons out like a flower. And why these are important, I'll really go in a second. But my third tip would be just to continue to build up the strength of your site. And how you do that is by adding referring domains that send backlinks to your site. So right here it shows that you have 34 referring domains, and referring domains are just websites that link to you, to your website. And of those 34, 20 are do follow links, which means 20 are the ones that give you power. And this is the numerical value of that. And typically what you want to be 20s, 30s, 40s. So you're right there in the UR. The DR is a little bit low. You'd like to see those as a 1-to-1 ratio. Don't always work like that, but that's kind of what you want. And so just to kind of show you what that looks like in your competition, this is the RoofWorks, right? In their site, as you can see here, doing a lot of good things too. The form submit, the phone number up there, but a lot higher in the domain rating than you. And as you can see, they're getting a lot more traffic. Well, not a lot less traffic, but the traffic value is almost half, despite the fact that they're getting a lot less value, a lot less traffic. And the problem, the reason for that is because this is a buyer intent keyword, so they're putting more value on them ranking for this keyword than you would in ranking for your name. So and then the reason why you really want to grow your website as well as your Google business profiles, because everybody searches differently. Some people click on the first thing they see, which is a great reason to do these Google sponsor ads or run a Google ad. And you get above the fold and people will click on you and you get started from there. These Google business profiles can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So, potentially like 30 of these searches, or, I think there's 80, 60. So like 20, 25 searches out of these 60 are going right to these top 3 Google business profiles. And that's quite a bit of traffic that you're potentially missing out on. And then these top 3 especially, and really any in the first page will get you traffic if you're ranking organically, but the first spot will get you about 30%. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to put this in action and add it yourself. If you need more information, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the email. I also have a link to a Google Calendar if you'd like to schedule a meeting. Myself or my business partner Jackie, who actually is there in Tomball, would be happy to really help in any way, shape, or form. And whenever you fill out that you're free, we will go ahead and give you a call at that time. So with that, have a great day and God bless.